Having superpowers would be awesome. I know this, and so does the team at Sucker Punch. This singular premises is the foundation on which infamous Second Son is built. Tearing through Seattle with an array of superpowers at your disposal is amazing, and that alone is enough to carry infamous Second Son through its mediocre story and black and white morality system. For an Infamous game, the story is surprisingly lacking in depth. Gone are the twists and the turns for which the series is known. The story follows Delsin Rowe, who discovers he has the ability to absorb superpowers from other conduits. Shortly thereafter, the villain of the piece enters the scene, conducts some unpleasantness upon Delsin's village, and then dashes off to Seattle, prompting Delsin to follow suit in order to save the day. This is a story of good versus evil, through and through, and whilst it isn't poorly told, it offers nothing new to the formula. The supporting characters are also disappointing in the fact that they are introduced and then pushed aside before any real connection can be established. Only Reggie, Delsin's cop brother, sticks around long enough to make any lasting impact. Second Son's major stumbling point is its morality system, which is as black and white as its story. Players are asked to choose between acting as a hero or acting as a villain. This is somewhat confusing since the governing motivation of our protagonist is inherently good. As such, choosing the evil path feels completely disjointed from Second Son's overall context. There is simply no given precedent for Delsin wishing to partake in the slaughter of civilians, nor is there any sound reason for Reggie to be seemingly fine with it. Furthermore, acting as the villain doesn't change the story beyond varying the mission structure, which is utterly baffling. However, these concerns are instantly forgotten the moment the action begins. Sucker Punch have nailed its approach to superhero design and implementation. Using Delsin's powers in combat is a seamless joy thanks to its intelligent button mapping. When tearing through a horde of enemies, it's easy to feel utterly unstoppable, so much so that I often forgot this simply isn't the case. Delsin is susceptible to damage, and this adds a nice intensity to each fight by forcing you to use your powers to the best of your ability. I really like the urban elemental theme Sucker Punch have used creating each of the 4 powers on offer. Smoke, for example, allows the player to demolish their foes with an array of powerful mid to close range attacks, whilst Neon is far more effective at mid to long range. Each power has its own unique form of movement, all of which are a joy to use. For example, the Neon Dash allows Delsin to run extremely fast and defy gravity by darting up the side of buildings. No matter which power you choose, getting from point A to point B has never been so much fun. For an open world game, Infamous feels a little light on the content side, and I still can't tell if that's a legitimate complaint, or if I was simply having too much fun and I wanted more of it. Either way, the game is free from any obvious padding. Every side quest felt worthy of my time, and there is a good amount of variety offered throughout the main missions. Additionally, earning the prerequisites to level up a particular skill never felt like a chore. Graphically, Infamous shines beyond what I expected of a next-gen game. The city of Seattle is rendered in stunning detail. The engine's lighting effects are a wonder to behold, as are the particle effects. These two elements combined produce stunningly beautiful scenes. More surprisingly is just how smoothly the game runs. The only noticeable frame rate dips occur when there is a ludicrous amount of chaos taking place on screen, and even then it isn't enough to hamper gameplay. Second Son is a game that shows off just what the PS4 is capable of. Infamous Second Son is a good game which is held back from greatness by a basic story and its binary morality system. However, its gameplay is superb, and that is arguably the most important element of any game. At this stage of the PS4's lifespan, the purchase of Infamous Second Son is a no-brainer, especially for those who have enjoyed the previous Infamous games.